this is a place in New Zealand called Whanganui 2022 Christmas Parade. I saw this, I watched the whole thing. I was like choking back. I don't know if it was laughter or confusion. Okay, think of the Macy's Day Parade. Think of everything you know about the Macy's Day Parade. Forget about it. First, I don't know what this car is, but there's a dog hanging out the side. I think it's because it's a vintage car. In New Zealand, it's very common for like vintage cars to just drive around and people go, oh, hey, that's an old car. Okay, next we have these dancers who are wearing blue. I think it might be a charity, I'm not sure about it. But this woman said no. She said, I am wearing the Mrs. Claus outfit. I do not care. Here we have a buzzy bee? Oh, this is the school. Well, what says Christmas more than a buzzy bee? Now, of course, nothing else says Christmas like a scary, terrifying, angry, steaming, mad Thomas the Tank Engine. I don't even know what to say here. I also love how like just a normal car is pulling Thomas. This is amazing because it's summer down here right now, but because also Santa hats are still a thing, sometimes you'll see like a straw hat, sometimes you'll see a Santa hat, you know, to keep the sun off your neck. Other times you just put the Santa hat on top, who cares, whatever. A truck. Just a truck. Just a truck. Also, I love how the kid here, he's like, oh my god, the truck. Take a picture. I endorse this. Dad, get me in front of the truck. But also the facial expression here too, this is very New Zealand, right? It's taken longer than 5 seconds for Dad to figure out how to turn on the cat. Look, he's even doing that. And hold on. Gotta get excited. Look, now he's like, please, just let this be over. Is this Hare Krishna? I don't know if this is a thing in America, and I'm not to this day sure what this is. It's kind of organic food and everyone's just chilling. Always smiling. But there's more. This kind of terrifying sign that says, humanity's only hope is to return to tradition. Which is kind of terrifying, but whatever. It's whatever, and it's great because they're just smiling and waving. Hi, humanity's only hope is to return to tradition. Then of course you're probably wondering what the hell is going on here. Now, if you've ever heard, this is a reference to Snoopy's Christmas, I believe. So this is the bloody Red Baron who allegedly stopped the war on Christmas Day with Snoopy the dog. And people believe this is real. And so do I. And because they heard Christmas bells from the town below, they decided to land and pop a cork of champagne. So this is important to our culture. I'm just now noticing they're on mobility scooters, which just makes this even better. I know they borrowed these from somewhere too. Like the local retirement village. They're like, John, do you mind if I just snag a couple of the scooters? We're doing the Snoopy Red Baron thing again for the parade. We're just after the Hare Krishnas. Now, they've got a big float this year, so we've got a lot to live up to, so trying to make it as realistic as possible. Yeah, no, the council said we're not allowed to have machine guns on the front. It's a bit scary for the children. Yeah, nah, bloody governments and everything won't let us do a thing. First she goes and marries a bloody farmer, now can't have guns on the front of my Red Baron mobility scooter. After the Hare Krishnas. I have no clue. I have no explanation for this. Now what's this here? I think this is the Grinch. Now he's wearing sunglasses here. I think this is the Grinch's wife. Maybe she was kidnapped, I'm not sure. He seems pissed. I mean, he's the Grinch. I'm a little hungover. I don't know. Whatever. It's giving. Oh, then a wonderful advertising for Whanganui towing. You know, if someone's parked in the middle of the one traffic light in Whanganui, you know who to call. The fact they brought a real wrecked car is so festive. It's really showing the dedication. Look, we just towed this one yesterday. It's quite a big one, yes. Bloody cow fell off the barn, landed right on the front. It up real bad. This is a New Zealand mermaid / surf rescue. So if you ever are drowning, she is coming for you. Just say, come on, get out. You've had a bit too much lion red. You shouldn't have gone swimming, you silly bugger. Now look what you've done. You've got everyone worried. Go on, put on some sun. Now, no hats, no play. You're sunburnt all down your neck. Now, this is incredible. I think they're supposed to be in sync, which they are, but then one goes down early, but the other keeps going. And you know this was a conversation afterwards. Oh, no, there goes Sam. No, but Michelle's still going. No, Michelle's still going. Hold on. Steph Lewis, Member of Parliament. Does that mean she's like the boss of Whanganui? She just sits? Okay, well, let me prove you wrong because... what's that? It's Steph Lewis. She's here. She's not even on the thing. She says, you don't know who I am? You're about to, and then you're gonna go, who's Steph Lewis? You go, that's me, bitch. I'm here. This was my favorite part of the parade, when Steph Lewis was here. And you know what? Good on her. There's the fire department. Everyone starts screaming, take off your clothes. It's tradition. Look, you hear that? They're screaming! Take off your clothes! We waited through hours of Hare Krishna. Take off your clothes! Aside from the Thomas the Tank Engine, this is by far the most impressive float in this parade. But what's really important is what it's mounted on. This is a four-wheeler. Everyone down here knows how to ride a four-wheeler, which is great because if there's one thing New Zealand loves to do, they love to take things that are traditional or done in a very big, glamorous way overseas, and then they make it local and like in the nicest way possible, kind of shite. But that's because we like that, because it's like, oh, we're just, we're being humble. Here you don't give Santa milk and cookies. You give Santa a beer. You give Santa a beer and like ginger nuts. So I think when Santa does the rounds on Christmas, I think he goes to New Zealand last. Or maybe first. Maybe he has to drink to get through the night, let's be real. He's got to go all around the world. And then we have... Oh my God, it's Santa. That's what the kid said. Hang on, say it again. Oh my God, it's Santa. This is amazing. But I love how the stomach is like this. It's not even connected. It's not even connected to his body. The beard, it's not on the face. It's more of a suggestion. Santa's sack was in the front all along. You go Mount Whanganui. I love it so much. This was great. I'm so glad this came up on my YouTube recommended. Purely, mostly for this moment. Floats, floats, floats. Steph Lewis with a baby carriage. And now you know what it's like to have a Christmas parade in New Zealand. I love you very much, dears. Bless your hearts. You're doing so well.